Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Made with Love. My name is Heather and today is Sunday, August 14th of 2025. I've got this quick little thing I want to do. So I recently bought these pants from Blue Notes. They were Blue Notes. And so they are just too long and I thought I'd have to hem them, but they flare out. And so if I hem them, I'm going to lose the flare. And I don't really want to lose the flare. And it's not even that much. I mean, you're talking like just enough that you're just cutting like halfway through this flare, or I'd have to cut right above the flare. So I mean, it's like either very little or just a lot, depending on, you know, kind of where I want the pants to sit around my waist. And it's just this type of jogging material and knit. It's that lightweight knit stuff, and it is got that stretchiness to it. This stuff, I have never been able to cut it nicely, sew it evenly. I've tried over the years with different things that my kids have had, and I can't do it. So I had this idea, because I've got a whole bunch of these other pants, same thing. They are too long, and I bought them, and they have the cord that goes through here, around here, and you can cinch it to make it tighter around your ankles. And I love that idea, and I'm like, I wonder if it was gonna work. So I was at the Dollarama a couple months, probably like a month, maybe 2 months ago. I don't know, it's been a little while. I've been wanting to do this, so I have not been able to wear, well no, I did wear these pants, but then I kind of rolled them up and kind of tucked them into my shoe so I wouldn't be walking all over them. So I'm finally gonna get a chance to do it. So this pack here is $2. You get 4. It's the paracord. So you're getting a green, a yellow, a pink, and a purple. So I'm going to use the purple one. And I'm also going to need my stitch ripper, a safety pin, a pair of scissors, and a lighter. So first thing, I'm just going to take the paracord, and I already kind of measured, so I know if I'm just going to cut the cord in half. It's the easiest way. Then I don't have to, you know, do any, measure one and then, do one pant leg, cut it, and then if it's wrong, if I cut wrong, then I'll have to, what was I trying to say? Yeah, if I end up doing this and cutting it the wrong length, then it's going to mess me up for doing both pant legs. So I decided the easiest way is just to fold it in half and just cut it in half. And the way that these paracord things work is when you cut, it's going to fray. So I'm going to try to trim off some of this extra fraying stuff if I can. If not, that's what the lighter is for. It just kind of melts the cord. Just a little more so I know it's sealed. And same with this one, although I can feel where the plastic stuff is. It's about there. Oops. There. And then that also just gives a really nice finished edge on both of these. Oops. So I gotta do this one. Of course, if it gets stuck to your finger, you kind of pull it out. I'm just gonna do that again. Okay, so this one I've done both sides. I'm just gonna check this one. When you buy it, the one side's already like that, but I like to just kind of give it another thing so I know that it's sealed. And come to this side. I'm just going to trim off some of this extra frayed part, and of course it frays a little more. That's okay. I'm just going to do that. So now I know both sides, so all 4 ends have been, like kind of melted together. It is this waxy plastic stuff, so it melts pretty easily, and then you get these nice finish edges, which I know once I loop it through, I'm going to have to do this again, but this Just lets me know, depending on which side I'm at, I don't have to worry about whichever side I use to go through first. I don't have to worry about that right now. Just gonna move these little cut pieces here. So I've got my stitch ripper. That's the next thing. I'm just gonna move my camera down. Oops. I'm in my living room. I'm working on getting my the spare bedroom done and the basement done, so I'll be able to do crafting in a bit better place. So that's the bottom of the pants. We've got where, hoping it's going to work, but you got where the two pieces of the pants are tucked into each other and stitched. So I am just going to open up this. Oops. If I can get the stitch ripper in just there. It's usually finding the first one or two stitches, and then after that it gets really easy to take out stitches. There, and as I'm pulling, yeah, and the side comes undone. There, and then I should be able to pull this apart and out. Oops, I got some more stitch here in the way. Should be able to pull this out. This is what I'm thinking. I've been looking at this, trying to figure this out for a little while too. See, when I pull that, I get the openings at both ends, or both sides of this. I'm just gonna put a stitch ripper in there and on this side to make sure. Oops, I don't want to snag. Just got a little thread here I snagged. Ow. I'm just going to do the same to this side. There, I've got that all open, so I'm just gonna, again, just got all this loose thread here. I'm just gonna snip the loose threads off. Couldn't find my other little thread cutter, so I'm just using my kitchen scissors. But there we go, and then I'm just going to, oops, yeah, with a little piece of thread still in the way. Oops. Where is it? Just get this all opened here. I'm just gonna have to cut this little loose thread here. And when I cut the loose thread, I got a little cut in there. I'm not going to worry about it because that's going to go back underneath this one. So I'm just going to do this one pant leg. There's a loose thread here still too. Little pin here. I always find the easiest way to get these cords in, like sweatpants or hoodies or anything like that, a little safety pin really helps to get the cord in the slot. And I'm just gonna figure out which is the inside and which is the outside, because I don't really want it to be seen because it's not quite the right color. So I'm gonna have it where the tie is gonna be on the inside. I could do it for the outside, but I don't know, I just kind of want to have it hidden. So I'm just gonna open this. Oops. Did I not get this? Did I miss a stitch? Okay, start to get the safety pin through there. There we go. And the first little bit of this cord always has, like, the thickest amount. It's going to take a second to get this started. So I don't want to wreck anything. Oops. Why is it not going in? There, see. Once you get that big chunk in, then I should be able to just start to slide the cord through. I don't know how long it's going to take to do this, but I'm almost halfway done this one pant leg. So when I come to here, I got to get the safety pin to come out, but then I want it to go in through the next little chunk. There we go. Like I said, getting it across here, getting this, yeah, this is the one where I kind of, little hole there from the scissors, but that's okay. It's not like the bottom of the pants usually gets frayed anyways. So it's not like I don't know how to fix a little hole in the bottom of the pants right there. Just going to continue to go around. And I'm back at the end, so pull this out like that. So now I've got, it's all through, and I've got about, I don't know, about a keyboard. I'm by my computer, so about a keyboard length is what I've got left. So I'm just going to pull a little bit more out. I'm just going to pull until I've got this there. Got a good amount out. And I'm gonna end up dropping all this. So I'm just going to snip this at about the same size and use the lighter on this here as well. Now I've got more cord than I need at the moment, but that's fine because I'll be snipping some of that off. So now I'm just going to go and I'm going to tie this for now, so I don't end up getting these ones pulled out accidentally while I'm doing the other leg. So now I'm going to go and do the other leg the exact same way, and I'll be back as soon as I get that done, just so you're not watching me struggle. It's probably only take me like a couple minutes anyways. Right, I'm at the end of this one. I had to do the stitch ripping, and now I've got this through. Oops, now this pin is stuck and it won't come through this last end unless I missed removing a stitch or two, which I may have. No, there we go. So I'm just going to get this so I've got the pant legs lined up. So I've got the same amount of cord. untie. Well, I guess I don't really need to untie that knot. I think I'll just go to there. Take this off. This one's got a little damage from when it got caught going through, so I'm just going to do a little snip off there. And then this one to about here. And then do the lighter on both ends here. And then I'm just going to tie this in a little knot too, so I don't lose anything at the moment. So now I'm just going to go and try these pants on and be back to figure out the amount of string I need. I hope at this angle you can see that when it's not like cinched, like how much it covers like my entire foot. I'm actually, if I stand on my tippy toes, it still hangs on the ground. You can just see how much material there is. Wish I could get a better angle. It's hard to see from here. And then this one here, I just pulled it tight to where it be cinched kind of. I didn't tie it, but it fits so much better around. So I can move my camera over here. Maybe I can do this without knocking it on the floor. Let's see, can I angle it? If I use the table, maybe. But yeah, you can just see like it covers my foot. It just hangs everywhere. So if I just cinch this in, oops, get it off my ankle, just cinch it in as tight as I think I can get it. It's gonna look so much better. So where I need it to be, I'm just gonna tie a knot there. There. That will be good. And same with this one. I do want to be able to take the pants off, so I don't want it to be like super, super tight where I would not be able to take pants off, but put a knot here. That did not work. It kind of came undone. There. Make sure that feels comfortable. And I think that gives me enough room that yes, I can get my foot in and out. And this one should have, no, didn't give myself enough room on this one. Oh, maybe just enough. I do need to loosen this knot a little bit. There, that's better. That looks so much better. I like how it feels. It's going to be good. So now I'm just going to trim. I'm going to give myself, like my first, like between the first knuckle and the top of my nail. So I think that's about an inch. So I've got some extra leeway there. Although you don't want to melt the two pieces together. There. And same with this one, give myself about to there. there. And like I said, so then the knots are on the inside. You won't be able to tell from anywhere, but that feels so much better. It looks so much better. I can finally wear these pants. I won't have to worry about walking on them, and there is enough room that if I wanted to make them looser, like if I was wearing like wedge shoes or just like some of my high tops and things, if I need a little bit of extra room, or if I was wearing like sandals and I wanted them to be tighter, I can tighten it. So there we go. I've got my brand new pants. I've been wanting to wear for a while. I finally got them fixed. It's a quick and easy, just a really quick and easy fix to get these straight. Like I said, I've been thinking about it for a while, and yeah, just got to do this because I'm gonna lose the thing from my scissors. And then the stitch ripper, I have to do that or I'm gonna poke myself. Same with the safety pin. Just, I have to do that now or I'm gonna, hurt myself while I'm just sitting here. So, yes, so like I said, fast, easy, quick fix. I got these pants at a really good price. $2 for all this paracord. And then I do have some of the purple left for some crafting. I'm not quite sure, what to do with little pieces like this, but I'm just gonna stick these back in this bag. And this bag also is a resealable bag, which I kind of like that because you always end up with like little cut pieces of string. And if I can kind of keep it all in the same little thing for right now until I get somewhere to put it. And then my safety pin, I'm one of those people, I always lose safety pins, so I'm just gonna pin it to this bag like I had it before when I brought it upstairs. So like I said, otherwise I'm gonna lose the safety pin, I'm gonna step on, I'm gonna hurt myself. Okay. So very quick, easy fix, just like a $2 for this cord. I had also thought that if the contrast of the color, because I looked at the purple and the pink, and just the color, almost looks pink sometimes, but almost looks purple. So I'll show this. I have this purple calculator, and it definitely is more purple than pink. But these pants have that in-between kind of a color. So I wasn't too sure, but when it was sat beside the calculator, it really picked up the purple, so I decided to do the purple. I also thought that if the cord was going to be showing, I could always, take out this one and replace it with the other one so they would match. Then I'd probably have to buy a second pack of these if I wanted to do that. Again, it was just kind of like, how long will this cord be? Will you notice it? And I'm not going to stitch the little pieces where I did the stitch ripping to get into that seam. I'm not going to stitch it just because I want the cord to be able to move freely. And I honestly don't think you're going to even see it. So I'm just going to say I don't even see it. So I'm just going to put my jeans back on and do a up close to thing to see, what it looks like. Yeah, so here they are. See, I took them off. I didn't even have to undo them, so it's the perfect size. And like I said, because it's cinched so tight, you can't even, if I just try to figure out where the seam would be, so it would be along in here, you can't even see the way that the pants were made. The one piece went right over top of the other piece, like the way that they were initially made. Same with this one. You can see it just cinched in there. If I think I need, like if I'm going to be, adjusting it too much, and if I think it's going to need a little stitch, I will add a little stitch at a later date. But, I have enough stuff here. I can make it shorter if I want to, but I think that's perfect. Okay. There. So now, pant legs look like that. I didn't have to try to cut and stitch, just had to do a little, the stitch ripper, remove a couple little stitches on those seams and put the cord through. Again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who subscribes to my channels and watches my videos, and I will see you in the next ones. Bye.